Happy Friday, XRP traders and investors. It's Rod with POW Group, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, news and interviews. It is August 22nd. I hope you're doing well. And we've got some fantastic news in the Ripple versus SEC case. It's over. Did you know it's over? It's over. It's officially over. It's over. It's over. It's over. How many times we have to say it? But this time it's officially over. The court has approved the dismissal. So we're going to take a look at that, and then we'll look at the chart, what to expect in terms of the technicals. But spoiler alert, there are multiple bullish patterns right now on XRP signaling much higher prices. Full disclosure, I do own XRP in my portfolio. Before we get started, you can smash the like, subscribe, take the bell, you'll be notified on any future videos. And as I said, XRP is my largest holding, and this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. You should never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. You can also follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. So this was the article that was sent out today, and you can see here crypto briefing reporting, and James K. Phelan. I can't say enough good things about this dude. He's just always making sure we're informed, always so quick to the draw to make sure that we're all up to speed, and he's been just absolutely crushing it. Always on top of this the second it comes out, so he must have notifications enabled for these legal document updates. It's the only thing that makes sense to me, or he's not human. But regardless, we appreciate your contributions to the XRP community for many years, and I'm sure this won't be the last we see of him. So hopefully this is the last we see of this, though. This nonsense with the SEC and Ripple. Non-fraud case, there was no harm done. Oh man, it's just it's clearly orchestrated, right? This was a pay-to-play kind of thing and a vetting process. All the major companies, the ones that are going to do great things and really disrupt the status quo, they all get sued, right? And the government gets their piece. And there's so much, just tomfoolery going around with all different industries, right? This happens in every industry. It's nothing new. And anybody who's been studying, the way that the world works, we would all know that this was by design. But the farce, the planned lawsuit is basically wrapped up at this point. So the court approved the motion to dismiss the appeal in the case. Love to see it. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to sign up for BTCC Exchange. It's a crypto exchange, but they also offer tokenized stocks. I've been doing some futures trading with like MSTR and Robinhood. They have stocks on there as well. We're doing a trading challenge. So if you go to the link in the description or in the comment section, you can click that link and you get a 10% bonus on your first time deposit, anything over $500. You can unlock up to $10,000 per user as well in bonuses. And it's been operating for 14 years, never been hacked, and no KYC required. Can't say enough good things about it. And you can see here there's currently 30 people copy trading me on BTCC. All you do is you load your account with, say, $500. You get the 10% bonus on top of that, and that can be used to maximize profits and cover losses. And then you just buy when I buy and you sell when I sell. And check this out. Michael here is already over $1,300 at the moment. And most people, we got 400, 300, 200. Most people use $500. But Michael used quite a bit more than $500. And you can see here he's up almost $2,000 Canadian, or $1,300 and change USD. Actually in USDT. So it's been going great. I've got about an 80% win rate. And with full-blown alt season on the horizon, we're going to be doing a lot of trading. So make sure to take advantage of that bonus and use the link in the description, and make sure you get that bonus applied and start copy trading us today. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I love the platform so far. Can't say enough good things about it. And we've been absolutely crushing it. So as you can see, Jerome Powell was in the spotlight today in Jackson Hole, basically signaling that there's going to be rate cuts coming. And I don't think anybody had any doubt that we were more than likely going to see it happen in September. It's going to be a monumental shift. We're going to start to see interest rates come down, and then you're going to start to see the cost of borrowing go down, right? And it's just going to create a frenzy here as we come into the end of the year. Final part of the cycle, the blow-off top moment. We also got the Clarity Act, market structure. So the final piece of the puzzle in legislation in the U.S. Folks, this is the 1996 internet moment of the internet of value, right? You think the internet of information was big. Wait until we have the internet of value reach critical mass, which we're on the cusp, utilizing the internet of information to help us get us there, right? You have to understand that the internet of information was big. Look at your Apples, your Amazons, your Googles of the world. Now this is money that we're talking about here. What runs the world, folks? That would be money. So, and then again, it's just another layer on top of the internet of information, and this is the internet of money. This is the internet of value. And like I said, it's happening at breakneck speeds because you've got real-time information, right? You've got the internet. So things are happening much, much quicker than it did in the early days with the internet. So giddy up. We also have an hourly bull flag that's potentially forming here on XRP. You can see on the hourly time frame, we did hold the 0.32 on this very brief pullback. Barely even started hourly consolidation at all, but we did lose the low of the previous candle. It was bought up very, very quickly. But don't be surprised. We did confirm it, but we didn't see follow through. Don't be surprised if we do come back down to around $3, back test $3 psychological, maybe even come down to around 297 on that 0.32 fib. But as long as we hold 297, it's looking decent here for continuation on the hourly, and then you just take your measured move. And if we can get back above resistance at 310, then that's our measured move there at 330. We also have the weekly bull flag. So if we zoom out here to the weekly time frame, and I'll draw that here, make sure you can see it. So if you go from the low to the high, we held the 0.32 fib there, and the target is $5.50, we'll say. We'll round it up, 549.15. So about $5.50. In order to confirm the weekly bull flag, we need to break 366. And it's not just XRP. Algo also has a weekly bull flag. So you can see here, if we go from the low to the high, it held its 0.382 fib. There's been some wicks there, but if you ignore the lower wicks, and then XLM, same thing. This is actually textbook. So you can see here, XLM, low, high, held the 0.382 fib. So the more weekly bull flag setups there are, the more bullish and more likelihood that we're going to see it on the whole sector, right? And if it was just XRP and everything else was bear flags, well, we wouldn't be super confident. But when everything is bull flags galore, you need to expect that. Also, the S&P 500 was a weekly bull flag, and we hit that target. And then the leader of the space, Bitcoin, also was a weekly bull flag target, and that target was 142, I believe. So, and we've already confirmed it. So we haven't hit the target yet, but we did confirm the weekly bull flag. You can see here, low, high, higher low, and higher high. That's when the weekly bull flag confirmed, when we broke 112, 112K. And then SPY did it, Bitcoin did it, and then generally the rest of the altcoins follow. And Bitcoin dominance is really starting to fall off a cliff at the moment. We've never, look at that. EMA 12 and 26 bear cross. We had a weekly bear flag, so that's great to see. That's telling us that, and we're almost weekly oversold here, so that's telling us that alts should continue to outperform here in the final part of this cycle. And we don't have any support on the monthly till about 54.56 on the, so 54% on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Would not be surprised at all to see us drop into the 40s and maybe even head towards monthly oversold here on the dominance chart. But XRP looking fantastic. We're back above the 10-week moving average. We back tested it, held it as support. So that's classical technical analysis 101. You flip it from resistance into support, and then you come back and you back test and go, right? And we're close to seeing the MACD still bullish, but we did have a bear cross on the stochastic, but that's close to crossing bullish as well. All systems are almost go at the moment. And we didn't even get anywhere close on this pullback to our 50 weekly there at 210, but on the daily time frame, we did lose the 50-day moving average, and we had the 100 there at 262. So we were getting close to that 200-day moving average as well at 246 in the 100-day. But ultimately, we're back above the 50-day moving average now, and it's all about that weekly time frame, right? If we can get above the new all-time high and break into price discovery, that's going to be the weekly bull flag confirming. And like I said, we're probably going to be north of $5 in a hurry, and that's USD, obviously. All right, going into there, it's Rod with Pow Group. Thanks again for joining us in the pursuit of wealth. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. We'll continue the conversation there. Once again, happy Friday, and great that this news came out on a Friday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you on the next one.